Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for September. I hope you're well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aquarius out there, so guys, take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind in a general reading that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating with you, get in where you fit in. But as always, Aquarius, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the 9 of Coral in the reverse. You have the 4 of Pearls, and you have the 2 of Treasure. All right, so I can see that you are exhausted from a situation. 9 of Corals is basically, it has to do like 9 of Wands, basically. I feel like you're looking back at a situation, you're thinking about a situation. It could be a missed opportunity. It feels like a relationship or a love connection that feels like it's just out of sight, out of reach. That might be a better way of putting it. I do feel like you've been looking back at the past. I feel like whatever this was, there was conflict here. You'd like to resolve the conflict. You'd like to bring balance back into it. You're kind of pondering it, thinking about how that could happen, how you could do that. I feel like you are tired of all the problems, though, as well. And I also feel like, you know, you're kind of taking a break here in this situation to get your... get yourself stabilized, to get yourself back in balance. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. I feel like you went through some kind of dark times with this person and you think about that. You're kind of looking back at everything. You may feel that this is a connection that has become a missed opportunity. I do like that you're regaining your balance, though, because I feel like you've gone through something significant here. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Knight of Treasure. We have the Emperor. Interesting. Could be dealing with an Aries. And we have the High Priestess, Scorpio energy. So I do feel like this is somebody that they could be a business owner. They could be somebody that's a high-level manager. It's definitely somebody that's used to getting their way. I feel like they're used to things going the way that, you know, they basically say it's going to be this way, and it is. So it's somebody who likes getting things their way. This is also somebody who has a lot of secretive energy here. They're moving very, very slow with regard to you and this connection as well. I don't feel like this is somebody who moves quickly. So it's almost this energy that they're kind of dragging their feet energy. They want everything their way. Somebody who definitely keeps secrets. So let's see the energy between you and this person. Show me the energy between Aquarius and this person, the Hermit. There may have been some ghosting that went on. Yeah, for some of you, there's definitely some ghosting here. For others, I feel like you're both kind of pulled back. You're both kind of just trying to figure things out. There's a lack of communication. I definitely see that. Yeah, that's why you're kind of in this energy pulled back, looking at the past, feeling like this connection's out of reach. Let me see what's affecting the connection. I did feel like you'd like to resolve things, but this person just moves so slowly and they want everything their way. What's affecting this connection? This person may have ghosted you, or you may have ghosted them, but it feels like the World in reverse. So things are not over between the two of you. Yeah, you're thinking about them. They're in this, you know, energy of it's got to be my way or the highway. But things are not over between the two of you, even if there's no communication. Let me see the outcome at the end of the week for Aquarius and this person. There's a cycle here that has not yet closed out. Show tell me the outcome at the end of the week. The Eight of Pearls. Interesting. So I feel like somebody walked away in this connection. Yeah. Eight of Pearls is equal to the Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away in this connection in order to find what was best for them. So we'll clarify all of that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Spears. All right, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like yourself. But I feel like this is also you taking charge of your life. It's you coming into your power, you deciding to create balance in your life again. So I also see that that could indicate that there could be some honest communication, but I'm not really seeing that in this spread, so I want to hold off on that. Let me clarify. Spirit, why is the Nine of Coral here in reverse? All right, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries is very strong. I feel like you're protecting your heart here. You're guarding your heart. There's a decision that needs to be made. It could be a decision regarding communication or regarding some sort of action that would resolve the conflict, resolve the problems between the two of you. And I feel like you go back and forth in your mind about what it is that you want to do. I do feel like you're very attracted to this person, but you also feel like you need to protect your heart. Why is the Four of Pearls here? Oh. All right, we have the Hangman. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Four of Swords reversed. So you're thinking about this person. You're wondering if it's a missed opportunity. I feel like you've been waiting to talk to this person. But I also feel like with the Seven of Swords, you don't trust this person. You may feel this person, even if they do come towards you and they do communicate, that there's something deceptive here. There's something that is, makes you not trust them, particularly with the words that they say. Yeah, that's why this feels out of reach to you, because there's deception. Yeah, I feel like you don't trust this person. Why is the Two of Treasure here? Why is the Two of Treasure here for Aquarius? Seven of Cups and Judgment. So you do have options. Yeah, you do have options, but there's confusion about how to bring balance into your life. And the reason for that is because part of you wants to reconcile with this person. Part of you wants to move towards other options. It's like there's still residual. You still think about this person a lot. You don't want to make a poor judgment call. You're trying to do things that are in your best interest here. So I do feel like that's what creates the confusion here. You definitely want balance in your life. So there's some conflict for you with regard to this person. And it may also have to do with the fact that there was deception involved in this. Let's look at their energy. Why is the Knight of Treasure here? Why is the Knight of Treasure here for the person in Aquarius energy? King of Cups. So you might be involved with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, and then we have the World in reverse. So this person is in love with you, Aquarius. They are. This is somebody who does have feelings for you. They don't feel like things are over. They're slowly moving towards you. There could have been some ghosting energy here. There's definitely the energy of a lack of communication. This person has been doing a lot of soul searching, as have you. But they do not feel like things are over between the two of you. They definitely do have feelings and emotions for you. That might be what they're kind of keeping secret. Why is the Emperor here? For some of you, this could have been a secret connection as well. Ace of Wands reversed, and the Five of Cups. They regret the ending of this relationship. Yeah, I see that there's been the ending. They don't feel like things are over. They're looking back at the past. They're wondering if you still have feelings and emotions for them. They're basically analyzing this connection and trying to figure out, you know, the nature of this connection. But they've realized that they love you. But this is somebody that is hard to change their ways. This is what makes them move so slowly. They're used to things going the way they want them. And I feel like something in this connection was very different from that. But they don't feel like things are over. They're sad. They're sad. They're reviewing the past. Why is the High Priestess here? Why is the High Priestess here? For the person in Aquarius energy. All right, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and the Hermit, Virgo energy. So I do feel like this person, if there was ghosting, it was likely the person in your energy, not you. This person is healing. I do feel like this is somebody who wants to talk to you. I feel like they're doing a lot of soul searching. They're kind of staying silent. They're working on the down low. This is somebody that could actually be getting tarot readings or psychic readings on you. Or they could be a tarot reader or a psychic. Because I'm definitely getting a supernatural type of energy here. This is somebody who definitely has more of a spiritual nature. They seek answers about things that are not like the, you know, mundane everyday thing. This person seeks answers regarding the supernatural. Yeah, I do feel like this is someone who is very spiritual. They would like to balance this out, but they're trying to figure out if that's the right thing to do. And they're doing this in silence. Let me see. Why is the Hermit here? I feel like this is a secretive person. Page of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Wands. So there was conflict that preceded the pulling away here and the ghosting or the lack of communication. Honestly, it could have been either of you that did the ghosting. It might be mutual. I do feel like you feel that this person wasn't offering you anything. Yeah, I definitely do. I feel like you tried to resolve it. And at this point, you feel like you have to protect yourself from this person. Like maybe you don't trust their agenda. Like you might think that this person is very disrespectful towards you, that they don't recognize what you brought to the table. So I do feel like there was conflict here. And it might have been regarding this person moving so slow as well. Let me see why the World is in reverse. Page of Cups. Ace of Cups reversed. So you may have somebody new in your energy. If not, you feel like this person owes you an apology in order for there to be a new beginning. I'm getting that energy again of you not trusting this person. If there is someone new in your energy, you're kind of keeping that on the down low. Yeah, but I feel like it's going to come out if you talk to this person. I feel like you'd like to talk to this person, Aquarius, but you may be waiting because you feel like this person owes you an apology. You don't feel like things are over with this person, though. I can clearly see that. This person has the energy of somebody that is just kind of trying to shut down their feelings and their passions and their emotions all the way around. And it's leading them to feel depressed. It's leading them to feel very sad. They regret the ending here. They don't feel like things are over. But there's also this stubborn energy that this person, they like to have things their way. And so that's where the conflict came in. Let me see this bottom energy, because show me the outcome between Aquarius and this person. All right, so we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 7 of Wands reversed, and we have the Death card. All right, so one of you walked away, and Aquarius, I feel like it might have been you. You may have both walked away. There definitely was some conflict here. I do feel like you're both feeling rather powerless right now, though. That's the thing. In your energy, Aquarius, I see a lot of confusion. I definitely see that you have options. Some you're like, you know, interested in, some you're not. There's definitely, you have options. I see that. But what I'm seeing here is that you're confused about whether or not you want to end things with this person or if you want to reconcile with them. You're kind of trying to figure it all out and make a decision. But you do know that you want balance in your life. You do know that there was something that was deceptive here. It may have been this person tried to bring you in as a secret. I'm not seeing anything about third-party energy, although it could be there. What I'm saying is that this person was moving incredibly slow. It's like they want everything their way. There was conflict between the two of you. One of you walked away. And now you're both feeling kind of powerless, but neither of you feel like everything is over. Like you both feel like there's still something there. But I do see a lot of non-communication, possibly no contact. I do feel like you both want to resolve the conflict. But you're indecisive about how you want this to go. So I feel like you're not coming together by the end of the week. I feel like there's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of trying to figure things out. There's still a lot of confusion in your energy. Now in their energy, I see them still maintaining that silence, still doing a lot of thinking. If they were the one that ghosted, they're still ghosting. But they're realizing that they would like to heal this connection. This person could be spiritually being guided to keep silent right now. I do feel like they're up in their head. They're feeling powerless. I feel like this person feels trapped in their own thoughts. So it's like the more they try not to think about you, the more that they do. And I feel like ultimately you both would like to resolve the conflict that led one of you or both of you to walk away. So this person's going to be feeling a lot of anxiety. That might lead them to get some sort of a psychic or tarot reading to try to figure things out. But I don't really see either of you taking action towards anything by the end of the week. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is underlying energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. It tells me that there's not going to be any action here. I do feel like you are sitting back. You're trying to, move more from an intellectual standpoint than a emotional standpoint, making head over heart decisions. I do feel like you might want some communication with this person, but you're stepping into your power and you're definitely not taking any action towards this person at this particular time. I also feel like you feel this person owes you an apology for something that was done, some sort of deception or something that made you not trust them. And I feel like until you get that apology, you're not going to be really wanting to move towards them in any manner. So I'm going to pull some oracles, pulling for Aquarius. All right. So you have seed spells. It says, create your story. It is the most potent form of magic. So you might want to, write down what would constitute a good story in this scenario. Write it down that you can help manifest it in that manner. And it says, the old paths, walk in unknown territory to see from a new perspective. So you might need to change your perspective on something, look at something differently. The gnome of mushrooms and buttons seeks silliness and joy. They are wise teachers. So do something that's silly, something that'll make you laugh, something that'll make you happy. And the sentinel. New opportunities shall manifest in unexpected ways. Interesting. Possibly from these walking these unknown territories. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aquarius. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, know that you are loved, and namaste.